Hey there, y'all. Disney D Prince here today, and I am so excited because my Barbie Looks dolls finally came in. And I have been waiting on these since they were announced. I pre ordered them the day they became available on Mattel.com, and I have been just watching them show up in people's Instagrams, just waiting for mine to show up. Now, I did also order the petite Asian Barbie, but she has not come in. She is back ordered until like July 23rd or something like that. But I do have four of them here now. I didn't get the Millie face mold one just because she didn't really look different enough from the regular Barbies that have been coming out lately. Just, we see a lot of that medium brown skin tone, and she was on a regular body, not a petite, not a tall, not a curvy. And so I'm going to wait to pick her up until she goes on sale, hopefully. But I don't know. Whenever they become more available, I may get her. But for now, I have the model number 2, which is the African American curvy body. And she is just gorgeous. Look at that face. I mean, it is spectacular. There's lip gloss. She's got a natural fro going. And that jumpsuit is just awesome. And she's got some little silver boots on under there. We're going to take her out. And these all have stands with them, which I love, considering these dolls are only $20 at retail. That's a really good deal. When the BMR Barbies came out, they were $30. And honestly, I think these are a ton better than the BMR Barbies just because these are more in line with Barbie Basics. If you guys remember the Barbie Basics line, where it was a lot of like jeans and like black or white t-shirts. This is a little more modern, which I love. Like this one right here, she is very Scandinavian. She's got some little mini boots on in there, little mini go-go boots. She's got a very like 60s inspired long sleeve dress with like a mini skirt dress. She's got a beautiful face and that really just like platinum white hair, and this is model number 6. And then really the one I was most excited about is this beautiful guy right here. He is spectacular looking. He's got flocked sides on the hair. He's got locks on the top. He has got like a mesh tee and some like nice quality pants. And he is a beautiful dark skin complexion, and he is just spectacular. Now I'm going to unbox all of these. We're just going to look at them individually first. And then this guy, I love his face because he's one of the few Ken dolls that they've given us outside of character dolls that has facial hair. As you can see, he's also got flocking on the side. And it goes more up in like a diagonal pattern than I was thinking when I saw his art. So we're going to take a closer look at his hair. But his shirt is not mesh like the like model number 6. But it is just like a great kind of like oversized tank top. But he has like just straight out of like the 90s, just rock star leather pants, like 70s. Like he is giving me all kinds of looks. Now I don't know if his skin tone is the same as Wheelchair Ken, and I bought a ton of Wheelchair Kens when they first came out because it does match a ton of the Ken dolls that have come out. So we'll see. I'm gonna do a color comparison in the next video with him and with the other male Barbie looks. And now I have seen rumors that there are 3 more that have leaked so far. I'm not going to post the image, but that are 3 more for the Barbie looks that are done in like black and silver, and so I am excited for those to come out. But we'll see. I don't know if there's any new body types in that one, in those 3 though, but we'll see. But if Mattel continues like this is gold star. Like, I ordered 2 of all of these except for this one because I wasn't sure what her skin tone was going to wind up being. And now that I see that she is actually a little bit paler than the BMR tall body, I might order another one of her when I ordered the brunette. But we'll see. And I also only ordered 1 of the petite Asian just because I was like, I don't know what that skin tone's going to be compared to and how many body matches she's going to have. But let's start getting these guys out of the box. So first we'll take model number 2, and they do have very minimalist designs. There's a big looks on the side, and it's just Barbie Looks, Barbie signature looks. And then over here on the back, we have number 4, number 5, number 6, number 2, and number 1 is the one that I did not get. And I can't decide if I'm going to get her or not. I did only order 1 of her because I don't know if she's going to be the same color as the BMR Asian body that they had, or if she's going to be different. But let's see how we open these. So Mattel is doing something with this where they are a little bit more environmentally friendly, I think. This is a lot less plastic, I'm hoping. That they follow in the lines of Barbie loves the ocean and just don't make that a gimmick. So this is how it opens up. A very nice open to the box. So you can put those right back in, it looks like. And we're just gonna slide her out this way. Okay, yeah, that's easy. So you can actually save these boxes. And here she is outside of that plastic. She is just gorgeous. It is a stretch bodysuit, like cat suit. We do have our certificate of authenticity back here. A couple of pieces of tape holding this on. And surprisingly, our stand is included with the certificate. Usually these are in their own little box, but that's okay. So let's take these. And now the stand is really just simple. It's just a simple circle. We've got the curvy holder, which is nice. And then we can take these out. So what we're gonna do, there's a little tape up here holding this together. And that's how they unfold, like that. And we're gonna do the same thing down here on the bottom. Not very much tape, I'm loving that. And I don't see a ton of little plastic connectors. So that's a plus, thank you Mattel. So this is very much in the same vein as how the BMR Barbies are packaged, where it's not about keeping them posed really in a specific way. It's more about minimizing the plastic that's in there. And so we just have a simple stand like this. goes like that. Yep. That's how the stand looks. It does sink down a little further than I would like, but the best thing about this is this box is going to go right back together if you want. But we're going to take these little connectors down here and take them off, which I love that Mattel is doing this now, just because it is a much just cleaner way to keep things in these boxes. And half the time you do this, you're not even going to ruin the box by taking stuff off. I did have to cut that little part off because it was not cooperating with me. But we just take that off, and she's got these really cute little silver boots. So I'm going to take this one off. I just cut my nails really short the other day, so it's a little bit harder for me to get some of these out. Okay. It does seem like there is a little bit of extra cardboard here on the back, but that's okay. We do have our little other one down here. And we just, this one, okay. Okay. And there's all of our things that have come out of this box now. And now, if we were to want to lay this flat, we can. If we wanted to do like a My Barbie style or something like that with these boxes, they are the right size for it. You just need to just fold the lines back. But, I mean, that's how it would go back together, just like that. But I'm not going to mess with that right this minute. I am going to save that box, though. And now we do have this medium part right here. This part down here along her thigh to take out. And then 3 little plastic connectors right here at the head. That we just pull out like this. And just fluff up her hair. Oh my gosh, her hair is so soft, y'all. Like, it is spectacularly done. Like, ugh, I am in love with this face. She is beautiful, and this is super cute. They did tape it, or like a little bit of glue, it looks like, to secure it down in the back. But I'm sure that'll just come off with a little bit of soap. So that's a little disappointing that they would do something like that just to keep the straps down. But she is gorgeous. Like, this is a curvy, made-to-move body. She's fully made to move. It's not, they didn't cheap out on any of the joints. And I am so excited for her. Now, I'm going to put her on her stand just for a bit, and we're gonna go and move on to the next one. But she is gorgeous. Clean up some of my trash as we go along here, y'all. Okay, so we opened one of the girls. So let's go ahead and open my blonde boyfriend right here. So again, we're just going to take this part up, take this part out, and lift it up. There's not any tape or anything like that on the sides, surprisingly. Like, I love that. Now there is a little bit of like black spotting on my box here, and I'm not quite sure what that's from. It might be flecks from his pants or something like that, or just spare printing, I'm not quite sure. But just look at that face. He is so serious. That facial hair is line drawn. It is not just a block. Like, it is not just shading. It is actual hairs. It is spectacular looking. The eyelashes, I mean, come on. That is just... He is so extra, and I love it. Which I kind of miffed that we've gotten the line of Barbie Extra, and they have not given us one just like uber fabulous Ken doll, because if there is anyone that is extra, it is gay men, and they deserve a doll, especially a Barbie. Let's be real. Like, Ken is the first gay best friend. Let's be real. His bag is slightly different. Like, it's not really the soft, like, silky material that we're used to getting from Barbie certificates, but it's still nice. His base, the Ken base, is much bigger, which is kind of nice. They're not completely uniform, which is going to bother me for shelving purposes, but it is awesome. Just like, look at him. He is just awesome. I am so here for this doll. And you know what? Instead of trying to mess with pulling the tape off nicely, I'm just going to give it a little box cutter. Because sometimes it's just easier to cut through the tape than to try to get it to peel off without taking the paint from the box off. And now his is a little bit different. The tabs hook in at the bottom. So that's kind of a weird way to do it. He's a little more secure. So they did put more effort into these boxes than it actually looks like on the outside. It looks like they're all identical, but they are not identical. They are each kind of sort of different. Because, like, look at that. It just comes down like that. But let's take this doll stand out like that. Set that up. Okay, and we've got our first Ken doll really pretty close out of here. So he has a lot more stuff on the back, it looks like. So he's got one of these up here in the middle, like our curvy girl did, to secure his other foot, which comes out really easily. But he also has these little hand holders, which are cute, but also, like, weirdly just like unimportant. Like, why did his hands need to stay right there? But it's okay. And again, we're just gonna take these tabs out as gently as possible to try and preserve this for like a Barbie signature display kind of thing. Because again, you can take them out a lot quicker. Now his hand over here is actually done in with rubber bands. So do kind of be careful when you take him out because that rubber band is wrapped around his joint. And so we have him out like this. And we are going to just take these out because we don't want to see them. Like, right? Okay. And we just go like that. And then this one, again, is a little different just because of how this box goes back together like this. So I'm sure you could just bend it back the way it was supposed to be, but you just have to recreate the fold. And just be like that. So again, I'm gonna set that box off to the side and we're gonna finish getting him out of the box. Okay. Now, thankfully, there is no pin into his head, because with this kind of articulation, it is going to be difficult to get that. So we do see 2020 Mattel, so they did finish making that. He has very swoopy hair, which I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of my haircut right now, and I'm kind of living for it. I just wish he was brunette, and I do have a beard, so. But he's gorgeous. Like, these pants I'm living for. The shirt is a little too big, just because I would rather see it, you know, tight like that. But it's a look. So I'm gonna stick him on his stand because again, we are going to try to move around these pretty quickly. And we're gonna clean up as we go. All right, and we're gonna open our model number 6. I don't know why, I'm just calling her Miss Scandinavia. Like, Barbie's already typically just really white. And I don't know why, but she just seems very, very Nordic to me. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna call you Miss Scandinavia. Now, I actually got this one about 2 weeks ago. She shipped out a lot earlier than the others because I guess she was in stock. If I had realized that they were going to ship out the people's orders who ordered the entire set quicker, I probably would have ordered the entire set just instead of ordering individual dolls. But she's gorgeous. That hairstyle is very 60s. I'm here for it. She is really pale. So let's start getting her off the back. Now, her back is actually very, very, like, minimalist. It is just these 4 tabs holding her in there. Now, her certificate is a little crumpled in this box, and I don't know why, but that's fine. I don't honestly care about the certificates 90% of the time because, especially on a doll line like this, where I'm buying multiples because I'm going to do body swaps, I don't really care about the certificates, but we will give it a look anyway. Now, Barbie just announced that going forward, they're moving all of their collector dolls, well, and collectibles, actually. Mattel is moving all of their collectible stuff to a new website, which I find kind of funny. I'm like, you already have Mattel.com, but I guess they want to do more branding towards adults, which is fine, but I never had a problem going to Mattel.com. Sorry, just got a crotch shot there. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay, it is a little difficult to get her shoes off of there, but we'll figure it out, right? Okay. And then we've got this one. Again, I'm loving that none of these shoes really remind me of anything. So I'm thinking it may be new shoe molds, because I don't think we've seen these shoes before. I'm gonna set her stand up. Let's see. Set her stand up towards the back. Now the tall is the same size as the curvy on the stands. When I saw the different size in Ken, I wasn't entirely sure they weren't all going to be different stand sizes. But let's give it a look. So far, she has been the easiest to take out. Like this, yeah. Those 4 plus the 2 feet was all that was holding her in. Like, we didn't even have to cut the tape on the top. And here she is out. She does have a lot of the thread ties going through her hair, which is a little upsetting for me just because it's more things to take off. And now these are, God, right at her thighs. But these are just a little pain to take out, but it's okay. I'm getting much better at taking these little plastic parts out than I used to be, but let's see. So this one, that one, and then you pull from this side because it makes your life a little easier. And then we've got this one again, like right at the wrist. They put this one on. It's a teeny tiny short one. And then I'm going to take these head ones out. Sorry, y'all. Okay. And then just a quick, well, actually, yeah, a quick clip of this thread, just because maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe the thread was secured with tape, because you can see through that. So why wouldn't they put it there? Okay. All right. And so we have her out. Her hair is very soft. And this dress is super cute. I am here for it. I wonder if it would hold any dye, because seeing this in like a rainbow print or a tie-dye would be super cute. Just anybody out there who loves to do tie-dye of doll clothes, like this is the perfect dress for that, because it would be super 70s boho chic. I would love it. Okay, trying to get her onto her stand. You do have to slide these tall Barbie bodies pretty much like right up to the top, when you put them on their stands, because they are just too cute. Like, it is great, but you see they are definitely they're definitely the cutest ones right here. Like, I'm in love with them. So let's get the last of this trash out, and then let's open up the pièce de résistance, our awesome, gorgeous man that I'm so excited about. The only thing that would make him better, in my opinion, is if he had come with white leather pants instead of this fabric, instead of these slacks. But that is fine with me. And maybe like some armbands. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Now, his box is actually a little messed up from shipping, and I don't know why, but I did order 2 of him. So I'm not real worried about this box. Not that I'm an in-the-box collector for Barbies, because they're toys, and they're meant to be played with. But this is just the one I wanted to show on film, because I wanted to open it up not quite so gently. Okay. So here he is, out of the box. Just look at that face mold. It is gorgeous. He has just distinct features. Like, he does not look like any other Ken doll. This is not a recolor or just a reroute. He looks spectacular. And his skin tone is darker. Like, this is not an ambiguous skin tone like the BMR Barbie, like the BMR Ken doll was with his green hair. Like, this is just like an awesome, just dark skinned. He is gorgeous, and I am so here for it. Again, he has one of the big bases. And there's his clip. And we are going to put that. Okay, like, he is just gorgeous. I don't know how it's gonna be. See, because you can see at the back, this box is messed up. I will probably just toss this insert. But so he does have more things back here than the blonde Barbie did. Than Miss Scandinavia. Miss Scandinavia, yes. I'm sorry if you guys don't like my silly voices. These are just the things that pop into my brain, and so I say them. I don't really filter myself on these videos because I'm not saying anything horrible. I just sometimes do funny voices. And if that's your accent, I'm very sorry. Not that I think it's a bad accent, it's just I don't intend any offense. I just sometimes think like a Muppet. Okay. Alright. We've almost got all these out. These come out pretty easily. They're a lot easier than messing with all the little, like, plastic tie-in, like, little, where you have to cut them or just basically rip holes in clothing. Okay. So we're gonna do, cut the bottom of this box to get this open. And again, this box has the little twisties. Okay. And then this is the last thing holding our Ken into this box right here. It's just this one right here on his. To take this one out. Okay, and we do have him out now. I'm gonna just disassemble his stand just real quick so we can set this off to the side. His is very loose, it's not gonna sit that low. But I mean, just look at that. Out of the box, you can really just see that definition. Just look at those cheekbones. Like, my gosh, and the brow ridge. Like, this is a great mold, Mattel. Just good job. Like, I love this. I'm glad I bought 2 of them. I might, if I can find more color matches, because he is a darker skin Barbie. I think there are 2. I'm not sure about a 3rd, actually. But I'm pretty sure there are at least 2 color matches for this guy. But he is just gorgeous. My only problem with these is they do them across the torso. Okay. And for some reason, Mattel is putting glue on the backs of these guys. Like, look at that. There's like a little tape right there, and I don't know why it's there. Just to hold the clothes on? That doesn't really make sense, Mattel. That's a bad move, because now I'm going to have residue, tapey residue on my doll that may mess up their skin tone when I try to wash it off. But he is gorgeous. He's wearing like the classic Vans. Like, these are Ken. I don't think these are a new mold, but they might be slightly different than the regular ones, because I think these are the shoes that Wheelchair Ken came with. But he looks awesome. His pants are of decent quality. His knees are wrapped under there, at least one knee, so I'd have to take his pants off for that. But he's gorgeous. Like, I am here for it, Mattel. Good job. Like, I'm glad I got 2 of him, because, yeah. So, good job, Mattel, on these. I'm trying to get my camera stabilized. So we do have 2 more Kens, 2 more Barbies, and they are all unique. I think I read somewhere on Instagram that these are all brand new face molds, which means that I'm probably not looking enough at Barbie number 1, or model number 1. It's the brunette one that's on the regular body, but they are gorgeous. Now I'm going to try to show y'all some color matches for these from my just box of heads that I have. Okay, so both of these, now this is Barbie Extra and one of the new Fashionistas. I believe they're both color matches for this one. Now, Fashionista Barbie may actually be a little more yellow toned in this one, but Barbie Extra looks like a pretty good match if you want to make her tall. These are my 2 most recent ones that I have on hand, and I really want to see if that Ken doll. Okay, and now this is a mermaid Fairytopia one. She's got some pink highlights, just one I haven't found a body for yet. And she's pretty close, but this one is actually more of a rosy undertone compared to this one's more yellow undertone. So she's not a great match for that. That's unfortunate. Let's see. And this is a BMR head from the other BMR Tall. So as you can see, they are pretty close in color. They are not identical, but close enough. This one has more our new Barbie Looks has more of a pink undertone compared to this one's more brown undertone. As you can see, this is a made-to-move Barbie head. She is way darker than the new Barbie Looks. So this is not a dark body, it's a medium. But she's actually almost a really good match for his body. So if you know you have a Ken that's the same color as this one, he's a good match for that. I'm trying to see if I have. See, because here's a Ken from BMR, and he's a pretty good match for her skin tone. Just if you have those sitting around. I have there he is. Okay. All right. So this has been my question that I was trying to answer looking at these pictures. Here's the moment of truth. Does this guy match the Ken that was a fashionista, the most recent dark-skinned Ken fashionista in the 90s purple matching bottom and top? So, no, not really. This body is a lot darker than this head. But this one is a great mold. I love his flat top, but he doesn't really match the new Ken doll. That's unfortunate, but it is just kind of what happens. I'm a little sad about that because I really want this guy on a made-to-move body, and it doesn't look like I'm gonna get my wish. Now, the next answer is if this Ken matches the medium skin tone for Ken that we've been getting a lot of. So this is a classic skin tone for Ken. This is the same body as Wheelchair Ken. And no, actually, this guy is paler. Our Barbie Looks guy is more Scandinavian skin toned than I thought. So like the classic Ken, this one, I think he was a slim body, and then a long hair rooted Ken. These are the same skin tone. They are not going to match his body. But let me see. Do I have any other skin tones of Kens that are going into that? So this one might be close enough. Let's see. So no. As you can see, even this one, which is one of the older Ken dolls, as you can see by the neck peg, is still too tan to go on this body. Whoop. I don't know how he just fell out of his thing. That's upsetting. He literally just fell out of his stand. It's not good quality control, Mattel. It's nice that that stand can come apart so easily, but if he falls over, what's the point? He's a stand. So that is some of the color matches for them. And then we have the new Wheelchair Barbie in the darker skin tone. Her head is also too dark for this body. So this is not a unique skin tone, really. It's a very, it's just the, I want to say the base African skin tone that Mattel likes to use. But so here we have another ginger Barbie. This one might be a good match for our Scandinavian. She's pretty close. This one is a little bit more pink, so it might be kind of hard to color match her. If you guys are looking to color match your Barbies. So I do have, no, not that one. No, it doesn't look like I have any other ones. Oh, this one, maybe? I do have an old Britney Spears doll. I'm trying to see if her skin tone. So, Britney seems to be a little more yellow than her, but it's actually a pretty close match looking at it. But Britney's not that tall. She's only like 5'4" or something like that. So I doubt I would put her on there. But yeah, so those are the color matches that I have just kind of on hand. But if you look at them and you see something, feel free to post them in the comments. Like if you have fashionistas that match them, just kind of let me know. Again, I am so sad that he does not match him. And I am a little upset about that. Because we now have like 3 skin tones of African guys. That is the gradation that I've noticed so far. I have one other Ken doll that I have in the box still, because I was waiting to see if he matched. And this is just a $5 swim Ken. Again, he is much darker than this one. So I'm a little upset because we don't really have, because this guy and him are a pretty close match to skin tone. So I'm a little upset we didn't get this skin tone compared to this one, because this guy, he's super pale. Like, he's more Indian than African, it feels like. But he's still very cute, but I'm a little miffed I don't have this skin tone in a Made to Move Ken doll yet. But this makes 3 different skin tones of white guys, and 2 different on Africans, and then 1 pale Asian skin tone. But let me grab a redhead Ken that's on the Tate body and just kind of put him up against our Scandinavian Ken and see what he is. I still have a couple in the box. So here is my Tate that's in the box, just because I haven't found anything else. And here's him. As you can see, the Tate one is paler still and a much more red undertone to that skin. So this is going to be just like your pale white guys, not really your pale ginger guys. So I don't know if he actually has any color matches yet. So our 2 white guys, our 2 guys that we've gotten in this may not have color matches, which is a little upsetting, but is not unexpected. Mattel does like to give us random things sometimes, where it's like, you've already designed the plastic for the skin tone, why would you not use that and give us new skin tones instead? But they are very cute, and I am very glad that I picked them up when I did. And I may pick up more later on just because you never know when these skin tones are going to get more Kens. So, thanks for watching, y'all. If you have any other questions about them, just kind of let me know.